are lots of types of inflatables. Small ones and big ones, and they're all filled with air.
Bouncy castles are made up of lots of different parts. The bit that goes over the top is called the A-frame. This part that you walk up is called the steps. The bit you bounce on we call the bed, and then you have walls at the side and the back. And the final part is this at the back. It's called the inflation tube, and it's where the air is pumped into the bouncy castle to make sure it's soft and bouncy. To make a bouncy castle, we start in a place like this, a bouncy castle factory. All the bouncy castles made here are designed on a computer, and the exact shapes and sizes we need are stored in its memory. Bouncy castles are made from a material called PVC. That's this stuff. And for our bouncy castle today, we need 66 meters.
That's almost the same length as 5 buses.
The PVC is laid out on this huge table, but it's not cut with scissors. It's cut by this machine. It's called a computer numerical control cutter, or a CNC. And just here, it has a special spinning cutting tool that's actually called a pizza wheel, and it's that cuts the PVC. The computer tells the cutting machine the exact shapes and sizes that need to be cut out. It's called a pattern. Paul looks after the machine, and today he's given me special permission to press the start button. Okay, here goes. Ooh. What do you think this is going to be? This is going to be a side wall of our bouncy castle. But that all happened really fast, didn't it? So I'm going to use my special camera to help us see the cutter working in close-up.
Can you see how fast the machine is moving? It's cutting 50 pieces for our bouncy castle in lots of different colours. Can you see the shapes? Look, that's a circle. The machine makes a brilliant sound, doesn't it?
Now we have all 50 pieces to make the bouncy castle, but they're not quite ready to be put together yet. This is the fun part, painting. The bouncy castle design is painted onto some of the pieces, and Dean is painting different animals. This is going to be a bird. But what theme do you think this bouncy castle is going to be? Can you see the tiger, the snake, and another blue bird? It's going to be a jungle design. Now all the pieces come here to be sewn together by these two big sewing machines.
The first pieces are sewn together to make the A-frame.
And can you hear the sound of the sewing machine? It's like a motorbike, isn't it? Next, these pink and purple panels are going to become the bed. That's the part that you bounce on. It's very clever. The sewing machines are on tracks, so they can move the whole length of the pieces of PVC without having to lug the fabric all around.
Next, the pink panels that make up the steps are sewn in place.
Can you see all the tiny stitches that go through from the front to the back? They use a really strong thread to keep the pieces firmly together, ready for bouncing on. It's time for the back wall to be stitched. Do you remember all the animals? This is the inflation tube. It goes at the back of the bouncy castle, and it's where the air gets pumped in to make sure that it's bouncy. Look, all of the pieces have been sewn together. But this isn't very good for bouncing on, is it? That's because we need to put some air in it. We just need to plug in the fan and fill it up. Here goes. I love how it's unfolding and slowly getting bigger. Oh look, there's the tiger, the snake and the bird there, can you see? There's only one thing left to do, and that's bounce on it.